So coming into our Yin series now, we'll begin by coming into a downward facing dog. So inhale the arms up and out, and exhale forward bend. Inhale, flat back, a half lift here, and on the exhale, palms find the ground, jump or step back into plank. Inhale here, and on the exhale, chaturanga slowly down. Inhaling up to upward facing dog. And on the exhale, roll over to downward facing dog. On the inhale, we're lifting the right leg towards the ceiling, so toes pointing down, making sure the hips are parallel here. And on the exhale, bringing that right knee to the right wrist. So just placing that leg down. And then the back leg, the left leg, just walk that foot back. So making sure that that leg is extended fully and it's straight at the back. And on the inhale, opening up the chest here and the heart. And on the exhale, shifting that weight onto the elbows. Really focusing in on that sensation in the right leg now, the outside of the right leg, and the hips and the buttocks. If you'd like to come into a deeper stretch here, you can always bring the leg out more parallel with the top of the mat here, or coming back and having the heel just underneath the hip here. So we're staying here for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, inviting the body all the way down, so melting that heart to the mat. So you can build up a little support here for the forehead. So either using your palms on top of each other, or the arms here in front of one another, or just using your fists maybe, depending on what level you'd like. You can also use the block to place underneath the forehead, but melting your heart down all the way here. So try and direct that breath into any area of stiffness here. Inhaling into that area, and on the exhale, see if you can invite your body to relax further and letting go of that tension that doesn't serve you anymore. Yin is really the practice here, a practice of acceptance. So we're not trying to push the body here or forcing the body down in any pose, but just really trying to find that space in between what's too much effort and what's too much softness. So just really listening in here to your body. On the next inhale, begin to roll yourself up. Staying here first on the elbows, breathing in and out. And on the exhale, shifting that weight onto the palms and straightening out the arms. And slowly walking the palms back. So just having the wrists here underneath the shoulders. And sending that right foot back into a tabletop position here, or we can just roll our hips back and forth, making a few circles, and tucking the toes in, lifting those knees, and coming up into downward facing dog here. What's really nice after this stretch is just to bring up that right leg towards the ceiling, bending that leg and shifting the weight onto the left side here, so bringing up the hip towards the ceiling and opening up the hips here, and perhaps making a few circles here, big circles with the knee, one way and the other, just releasing any tension. And on the inhale, sending that leg back, and exhale, bring it back to downward facing dog. And we'll do the same thing on the left hand side, so pigeon pose on the left. And when we've done that, we're just rolling into a plank position in here, and then chaturanga slowly down, all the way down to the floor. And I'm curling those toes and coming on to the elbows here. So making sure the elbows are parallel with the shoulders here, coming into a Sphinx pose. So just keeping your gaze here slightly in front of the arms. You can also close your eyes for further relaxation here. Just focus on opening up the heart, sending those shoulders back, and then getting a really nice stretch here on the lower back. So breathing into the lower back, sending that breath. And on the exhale, further relaxing down, pressing that core onto the mat. If this feels enough for you, stay here. But if you'd like to take this pose further, we're going to come into a seal pose. So that means switching our weight onto our palms here and slowly straightening out the arms. So pushing your way here, opening up the chest again, sending back those shoulders. And this is quite a deep stretch here for the lower back. So if it feels too much, you can always slide your hands forward a little bit here. Otherwise, coming back here for a full stretch. And remember to relax those buttocks so we're not tensing. Again, you can keep your eyes closed in this stretch. Or just focusing your gaze on the tip of your nose here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, open up, and on the next exhale, slowly coming back down to the elbows. And one breath here. And on the exhale, floating all the way down to the mat. Slide those hands slightly back, so hands underneath the shoulders, and then push onto your knees here. I'm going to roll back into a happy baby pose. So just rolling yourself all the way back here onto the floor. And give yourself a big hug, so hugging those knees towards the chest. Maybe rolling back and forth a little bit here to massage the lower back. And then bringing your arms inside of the legs here. Grabbing a hold of either your ankles here or all the way up and grabbing hold of your soles of your feet. You can also grab your toes here. Just try and see what feels best for you. And when you're ready, bringing those soles parallel to the ceiling and bring your legs out. So really opening up here, the insides of the thighs and the hips and the groins. So we're not pushing too much here, but just allowing the weights of your arms to kind of bring those knees out to the sides. And they're striding down towards the mat here. And you can close your eyes here, really tune into that sensation in the legs. And on the next inhale, bringing those legs together, sending the feet back to the mat. So keeping the legs still bent here, grabbing that block in the strap. So on the inhale, lifting the hips off the floor and just placing that block here underneath the sitting bone. So we're not placing the block in the lower back here, but just try and find that hard surface here where the sacrum is. And also just seeing what level works best for you here. And trying that out, just releasing the arms. When you find a good positioning here, you just bring that right knee towards the chest, using that strap. So placing the strap on the top of the foot here. So just before the toes start here. And grabbing the sides of the strap, and on the inhale, just slowly straightening out the leg here. And again, we're not pushing or pulling here, just allowing gravity and the weight of the arms to bring that sole of the foot closer to the head, to the mat, straightening out that leg. And invite your left leg to straighten out as well. I'm trying to relax in this pose, so perhaps taking your gaze towards your belly here, watching it rise and fall with your breath. With each exhale, see if you can come a little bit further down, bringing that leg closer to your head. And on the next inhale, bending that knee, removing the strap, and bringing that foot back to the mat. So both feet now into the ground, and then using the strap on the left hand side, so bending that left knee, placing the strap on the top of the sole here, and then gently stretching out. Again, inviting that other leg to stretch out. Bringing your gaze towards the abdomen. Inhaling and exhaling here. And when you're ready on this side, just bringing that left knee back, removing the strap, and then lifting those hips up, removing the block as well, and letting the sit bones come all the way down to the mat, and hugging the knees again, rolling from side to side, and then placing your palms on the back of the knees here, and just rolling back and forth. Really give your spine a nice massage here, releasing any tension, and coming all the way up to seated position, cross-legged here. So just bringing those palms together in front of the heart center, closing your eyes, and just coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. And tuning in to see how the body feels now compared to when you started. Bow your head down and give thanks for this practice. Rolling your head back, rubbing those palms together, creating some energy here, and placing the palms in your face. And just feeling that sensation of the warmth spreading throughout the face. And when you're ready, release the hands and open the eyes, welcoming the light again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and have a great day.